create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
Like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench in our relaxation, though. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies... Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot spring.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep. This area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later.
Hey, Moalani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will...
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there.
Moalani, you said the Abyss was cunning. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort... not that Paimon wants them to be in it.
Relax, I get it. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. That's right. Khaenri'ah suffered great, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every... Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for... Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by... It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of... We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom. And
that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like...
Yes. And that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed, but now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look...
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this...
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a few responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And to think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Not only for... Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until the sea's not going anywhere. Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to... Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the...
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing's... Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, we are the inheritors of memory and those who grew alongside those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and Resurrect...
What's going on?
This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss did think about it. The ode rekindles all victors. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than...
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pit...
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our...
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like—
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person—
You!
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed.
Maybe the Wyab interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, we don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll—
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until the—
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth. Not a— If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea— I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry that—
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend So, what do you—
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker—
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well? Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony.
Did she just—
I believe she did. Let's go.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is— There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest,
And that means Kachina won't be able—
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom—
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew if it came down whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in—
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least— Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new
You mean—
the sacred flame. The foundation of our If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, but if we stop altogether, the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attack.
If we compare the two choices... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need—
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike—
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that—
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I—
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at— I understand your anger, Mualani.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but—
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the night.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose. With fewer participants, the amount of contending.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yet staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. Your sense of self will be devoured until imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. I won't sugarcoat it. That is
just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her.
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you, and the Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night...
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you. And
that's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's...
Seat Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind once created It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by...
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but besides, you're the ones helping me. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And...
That's more like it. After all, I've heard perhaps even more than you can imagine. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some music.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the but don't worry. This talisman means
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire.
But you're right. Even now, the production of the gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in, as things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending the Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance and...
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destroyed, but if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity.
Another simple choice. The latter was clear.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice. Let's go. There's still a way for the Sacred Flame to...
You mean?
Yes. Come with me. The Sacred Flame must never go out. Not only does it so until our heroes are ready. I will sacrifice...
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient...
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. All we can do is support...
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice...
If not me, then who? I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us, let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.